Beef's rocking off. Great success. You can have your ashes turned into a playable vinyl record when your day comes. So they finna play me while I'm dead, just like they did when I was alive. I love that takeout means food, dating, and mid-ear. Take him out. If you're a praying mantis, it can be all three at once. Brown bear with a fresh salmon catch. Hee. Escape pods. At what amount of money can it be valued? Oil painting 40 by 50 centimeters. My work. I thought your question was the title of the painting, and I was disturbed, haha. Gorgeous work though. Holy shit, that's dark. Tetanus is a disease that causes muscles to contract, and the vaccine contains just enough of the active substance to induce a slight but persistent, and luckily temporary, contraction at the site of injection. That's why the nurse or whomever is administering the vaccine asks which arm you want for the shot. It's generally easier to tolerate in the non-dominant arm. In the military, we got it in the ace. Yeah, but what about the tetanus injection? I would throw myself into a wood chipper just for the chance to be recycled into your toilet paper. In the gym, people don't care that I'm little. 5'11" bodybuilder with rippling muscles who's cheesed about his height says he's proving bull is wrong by training for his first competition. Mini pecker. If I was a girl, I would get pregnant as many times as possible, then have abortions after the 3rd month of being pregnant. So I would deliver a potato-sized 1/3 developed dead fetus. Then I would take the fetus, put it in a jar of preservative liquid, and put it on a shelf in a secret room in my house. And I would do it until I had so many, the room's walls were nothing but potato-sized aborted fetuses. Then I would have a kid, and when they're bad, I would make them sit in the fetus room and remind them of how easy I could have aborted their race. It's already at 102 million. Let's remind him. If I make it to 70 million subscribers, I will make a porn video with. Well, it may have already happened. He just didn't upload it. If my bra and panties match when you take off my clothes, it wasn't you who decided to have sex. My scout leader used to say something similar. My Catholic pastor too. This is what I love to see. A father teaching his young son how to propose to his girlfriend. Someone give him the Father of the Year award. Bravo. The lifestyle I want and deserve. The phrase "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened. Losing. Imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn. And always room for improvement. Never settle. I ran away from home once cause my mom threw out my PlayStation after I launched my controller at my grandma and knocked her unconscious for 3 hours cause I got world stared in a Call of Duty game. These people just don't understand us, Ninja. He shot my arm off. He shot my arm off. He shot my arm off. Liquor store owner shoots armed robber with shotgun. Walked in as an armed robber and walked out as a run-armed robber. How do I replace this? These towers house about 5,000 people and they don't fit the suburban theme of my city at all. Meteor. My 5-year-old is obese. I have to lock her out of the kitchen. The kid became a successful Reddit mod at the age of 5. She'll be locking threads on the front page any day now. No, she only appears to be 100 to 200 pounds. You need to be at least 500 pounds to even apply to be a Reddit mod. What the white colored pencil was for. My god, I get it. It keeps the other 23 pencils from moving around inside the box. White creates order. What's something you always need to explain so people don't get you wrong? As a smoker, I have to tell people I smoke and that I don't have Cupid when I cough. Relax, it's just lung cancer. I was crying on someone's arms and the guy got an erection. Morning wood. You're mad about a mermaid. Wait till. So are those bullet holes? Owners of female dogs, what do you do when she's on her period? Now. What the duck? Tarzan is the only Disney character ever safe from being made bulk. Robin Hood is probably safe too. That mini heart attack when you can't feel one of these in your pocket. Last time I checked my pants pockets and realized I couldn't find my ashes of my innocent victims, I had a small panic attack. But then I remembered I put it in my coat pocket. We really picked a bad generation to start a World War III. They can't even fight anxiety from being called by a wrong pronoun. Pretty rich coming from the generation that couldn't handle a bulk person riding in the front of the bus. If being neat was the uniform code for any job, which job would be the most awkward? Shopping mall Santa. Your cat looks like he's in debt. Oculus Quest update helps you not punch children. Can confirm the Oculus update does not help the children at all. Hell, it tells me exactly where they are. Based, it helps you aim. What is the best response to "I don't date short guys"? Bite her knees. The real story is that 89% of journalists killed are men. I guess nobody cares about men dying. Let's push for equality and get women up to 50%. Social credit farming service. His wife looks so innocent. Anyway, who's the woman in cover? And then the SUVs arrived. It's simple. We just need more sleeves to make superior roads again. Boss texts on your day off, leave them and read. One of my union brothers replies with a nut pic if management texts him off the clock. This should be illegal. If I bite into a donut and beans come out, someone is getting hurt. The US Army wants to create biodegradable bullets that plant flowers where they fall. US schools in 5 years. What a lovely garden. Look at all the flowers everywhere. It used to be a high school. You can choose a superpower, but the first person to reply can choose a side effect. I can actually get some butchers, but they are 1/10 in looks, personality, or both. Age. What's the dumbest way you've gotten a scar? I have a scar on my forearm from a weaponized paper airplane I taped razor blades to and launched with a rubber band. Science. Why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy? The same reason females start an OnlyFans instead of getting a job, lol. Why is Lex like math? You add a bed, subtract the clothes, divide the legs, and pray they're no multiplying. For me, Slex is like math, because I'm no good at either, and always end up having to use my fingers. I died. That's necrophilia then. The mother though. The father though. The teacher though. Redacted. I'd sooner snack Hotler's nut than ripe a kid. What if it was Kid Hotler? Ah, Hotler's paradox. No, for real bro, got that drip. He looks like 3 children in a trench coat trying to sneak into the movies. Just got rejected. Am I that ugly? The girl in this photo? I won't say as I don't know her age. You? I also don't know as you are a catfish. Looking at your comment history, you are probably a honey 50-year-old man trying to get young teenage boys in your direct messages, considering the not safe for work subs you're in. You work at the red dot. You have a meeting at the blue dot. You have 2 minutes. I jump out of the window. No more meetings. Radical approach. 7/10. I know of a more radical approach. 9/11. Never tuck your shirt in again. You shut your pants. I shut my shirt. We are not the same. Fattest man in the world back in 1890. People paid money to see him. That's not even the fattest guy I've seen this evening, and I've been home alone all day. Cop, I'm 40% sure she robbed that store. What was something someone said to you that made you honey? After a guy went down on me, he commented it felt like I was trying to squeeze his head open with my thighs. I weightlift, so they are pretty strong. I apologized and said I would be more careful next time, and he was like, oh no, send me to Valhalla. It was an instant lady boner for me. Respect. The Battle of Asgard. Dealt by Snu Snu. Let's do it. You can choose a superpower, but the first person to reply can choose a side effect. Ability to control time. You have anterograde amnesia. Oh hell no. Ah yes, Walt is such a wise man that we should all look up to. The loneliest people are the kindest. The saddest people smile the brightest. The most damaged people are the wisest. The quietest people shout the loudest. Your son. My son. My son. Your son. Both the kind of guy to say I bet I could take him. Nintendo will kill your pets if you try to pirate their games. Zeus has died. Nintendogs can only survive in legitimate Nintendo DS cartridges. Yeah, that happened with me once too. Tried to pirate Smash for Wii and a guy from Nintendo came to my house and shot my cat. Oh, another biologist. Science conference. A human has 46 chromosomes. A potato has 48 chromosomes. Therefore, you are 2 chromosomes away from being a potato. Me and my sister want our baby to be a potato. Twitter is dying. Why start now? We're the government. We hop on trends once they're on the way out. Moms should get a fast pass to the front of the line at coffee shops. Honey, you're 22 and slept 10 hours last night. Get to the back of the line. Imagine thinking that you deserve special treatment for getting cream peed. LMRO. For the first time, the group of pilots performing the Super Bowl's pre-game flyover will all be women. This year's flyover is designed to honor 50 years of women flying in the US Navy. All women crew to perform flyover at Super Bowl for first time ever. Predict the death toll. Man hailed a hero after helping woman give birth while on their Tinder date. Alyssa Hodges' 7-hour labor didn't put off Max Sylvia. She welcomed baby Ali with the help of her Tinder date, and they are now. Congrats. She found a host to leech on. Valentine's steak with the missus. Where is it legal to marry a dog? She identifies as a human. Yes. Disposable razor. But, for the people who didn't understand, a disposable razor tends to absorb your ages when you use it. So if you use it for like 5 minutes it takes 50 years of your life. You need to use it wisely. Collects inheritance. I just thought of the Minecraft XP sound effect. Dude snack at Cuddling. 12 seconds in, and he already bingering me. The only thing I've ever cuddled with is my dog. Mark Zuckerberg's dead eyes. Steve Jobs' black turtlenecks. Voice of Megatron. Seems legit. The worst she can say is no. Me reading the restraining order. It's only a 100 yards. Just get a decent pair of binoculars and say you're a bird watcher. You'll ever take a shot that won't come out to the point where you haven't breathed for about 30 seconds trying to squeeze the shot out, but then you breathe and it goes back up and then you have to start again, cause same. I've had those shots that peek out a little bit but refuse to go for it due to their absolute girth. So I end up standing up to pack it back in and clench my cheeks in a futile attempt to sharpen the end slightly with pressure to increase aerodynamic properties. Then pop a hard squat and push as hard as I can to launch it out. This rarely works. Waiting for one of my eyes to pop out trying this. What is the worst question to ask on a first date? Would your mum be down for a threesome? Would our mum be down for a threesome? Burglar breaking into my house at 3 AM. They don't know I just lost 10 ranked matches in a row. They're getting promoted to miss in person after I introduce them to the electric auto milker. Hey, why are you so sad? There's so much goodness in the world. I don't know, Sarah, why. Do you have asthma? There's so much air in the world. These are black foxes. They make up around 0.1% of the UK's fox population, but account for 50% of fox crime. Any of you guys wanna hop on? Can't going to stab people in a few minutes. Getting stabbed right now. I think I just saw a dead body. You now have 3 choices. Confirm, call police, consume. The most wholesome shoes ever. Imagine trying not to fall by spreading your legs and accidentally you tear your daughter in half XD. Saving lives. That little boy went in the water and never came back out, lol. Think his mom was looking for him, but it's cool, LMAO. In 1970, a woman in Arizona filed a lawsuit against God after a lightning bolt struck her home. She won the case by default after the defendant failed to turn up in court. Well, somebody's not going to heaven. What's the first symptom of pregnancy? This question, my sister. This is the first symptom. Be safe, my friends. /s. Slex offenders are using this symbol to identify each other on the internet. I have eaten 5 babies today /s. Out. I only duck seaside butchers cause that catty limited edition. It's not limited if you have the body. Imagine visiting Auschwitz and making it your priority to take a photo with your ace sticking out on the same tracks that transported millions to their death. That's a gas chamber I'd put my face in. My crush turned me down at school. I'ma send you $20 to your debit card. Buy all the girls in your class ice cream and don't buy her one. Okay. She gon' learn a life lesson tomorrow. Okay, thanks dad. No memes, no Bill Cosby. Damn. Japan is set to finally raise the age of consent from 13 to 16. They should not. Japan birth rates are already low. Dad took us to the water park. We are 24. Yeah, so. Deep inside we are all kids. Yeah man, we're all just deep inside kids. He dodged a bullet. Tupac and Jada Pickett, Valentine's Day 1992. I have nothing but inappropriate questions. I'll start then. Does she leave a wet trail like a snail? More like a murder scene on certain days of the month. When you go to a high school with 30,000 kids, fastest way to get a nuke. Furry in real life. He slaps your girl's bed. What do you do? Hope he claps mine next. This is a 23-year-old girl that was caught in the volcano eruption in Pompeii back in 79 AD. You could say she was a snow skiing elite woman when she was alive for a short while. The prosecution in the case of a fatal New Mexico film set shooting made a stark turnaround today, dropping the possibility of mandatory 5-year sentence against Alec Baldwin. New court filings show Alec Baldwin wins battle in Rust shooting cases, charge dropped. If only Helena was as good at dodging bullets as Alec seems to be. Me, staring at Medusa's cheese. Medusa, hey buddy, my eyes are up here. Me, already rock hard. The English sounds funny, but nothing can beat Japanese. I mean, 2 big bombs and a prolonged firebombing campaign beat the Japanese pretty well. You could blindfold her with dental floss. My friend, if your mom and girlfriend switched bodies and you can only change it back by having sex with one of them, which one would you choose? Me. This would be a tough one for me. My mom's been dead for 20 years. Bones. I'm out of the loop here. What's going on? Short version is he empathizes with the right victim's dad rather than the actual victim. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Hi, out of the loop here. I'm dad. Condos. But only use one at a time. Not like 3 at once. How am I supposed to build a inbred cult if I use condos? Egypt has the pyramids. Italy has the Leaning Tower of Pisa. France has the Eiffel Tower. Your country has, well, my country used to have 2 towers. /cursed comments. I'm putting myself in the screenshot. Would you rather have a 1-inch cook or a 12-inch cook? I desperately need this info. 19, 18, 14. Double it and give to the next person. Parents vs Kids. Switch is up for pre-order on Amazon. $34.99. Parents vs Kids. You win. You choose. Belt not included. Who stares at you like this? My teacher in the 5th grade pretending that he liked my how to make methamphetamine presentation. How old is the girl you are currently in love with? 2.5 years. More of a fresh light then. What? Edit. Username checks out. Sounds like they deserve a 6th. Have to say, being Australian, I don't think I've actually ever met a Romani person before. Why don't Europeans like them? I just had an encounter on Sunday. Basically every person giving you a correct answer will be banned. I swear to Nyarlathotep, Cthulhu, Azathoth and even Hasta, if I see another Waffle House has found its host comment, I will find the nearest Waffle House and rain down the vilest cosmic terror app, and it's so ducking hard that even Shaggy is gonna pass and shut himself in fear of what's left of the universe after the calamity. I've got an allergy to a bunch of different raw fruits and vegetables. It makes me look like a child that doesn't want to eat his veggies. I hate it. Found out I was allergic to cucumbers a few years ago when I put one in my ace and my bunghole got all swollen for a few hours. I was on all 4 on the kitchen floor and my cat got scared and left the house for a few days. Still don't know what they taste like. They're probably really good for your memory though, because I remember that day like it was yesterday. I'll learn all of your insecurities early, so when I need to hurt your feelings I can do so swiftly. This is a safe space. What is your most toxic quality as a romantic partner? Kanye West's honorary doctorate rescinded by prestigious Chicago Art College. Maybe don't take away his art degree. That hasn't worked out well in the past.